Welcome back, peoples and gentle thems, to the second episode of Aspect Ratio, a podcast about content creation, content chaos, and content drama. Why do we call it Aspect Ratio? Because we like to offer you an alternative viewpoint, aka the viewpoint of two absolute idiots. Those idiots being myself, your host, Smack, and my co-host, Dan. Dan, how's you this week?
To be honest, I've had my ups and downs this week.
Had your ups and downs? What, like getting out of your chair and then getting back into it again?
I mean, that is also, but as you know, I started streaming on Wednesday.
You did, yes. You made a return at last.
Yes. And then on Thursday, I got ill.
For God's sake. The man has no consistency. He's consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, right. So anyway, as anyone who's been watching the channel and on my Twitter and anyone who knows me knows, I've been on a health kick recently, trying to lose all the weight I gained over lockdown.
Yeah.
And it's becoming really hard because I'm trying to get myself over the 200 kg, about under the 200 kg, but it's just not working. I was around about 210. And I just couldn't get under that 210. And then I got ill.
And now you're under 200.
No, literally, I didn't eat anything. I got ill Wednesday, didn't eat any Thursday. Felt a little bit better Friday, so I had like a Subway sandwich.
Okay.
It took me the whole day to eat it. The whole day. And when you order Subway from Just Eat, you get like a pack of Doritos and a chocolate chip cookie as well.
Yeah, the meal deal thing. I got you.
Yeah. Right. I didn't eat the Doritos or the cookie, so I had those for breakfast. So I had those for breakfast on the Saturday. And now I'm on 206. So that's it. That's my tip for you guys this week. If you want to lose weight, just get ill.
Get ill. Just don't eat.
Yeah, a bit of food poisoning. It sweats all the water out of you.
I will say this: the aspect ratio does not condone the just don't eat to lose weight. That's not a healthy approach. We also don't suggest licking ill people to make yourself ill, just in case.
All I'm saying is that it worked for me. I am now as slim as a Buddha. Okay. It's like my last sweat was shiny as a fucking Buddha as well.
I know. You know something? I hate when that happens. I don't know if it happens with anyone else. You know, like when you get ill, because there's nothing worse than losing your appetite completely.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing being, okay, you know, I can't keep anything, you know, whatever. But see, when your appetite goes completely, it's just not fun. And there's nothing worse than a fever to completely eliminate your appetite.
Yeah, just like, I want to eat something, but I just can't be.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I had COVID earlier this year. And the worst part of it for me was the fever that came with it. I was burning. And it puts you off food. And I'm a heavy guy as well. I'm like just shy of 19 stone now. I don't know what that is, kg or whatever. It's about 240 pounds, put it that way.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's just, there's nothing worse than just not being able to enjoy it. Like, food is the one thing that everyone should be able to enjoy, as far as I'm concerned. Whatever your dietary restrictions, whatever your dietary requirements, whatever your dietary personal preferences are, you should be able to enjoy the food that you want to enjoy. And yeah, taking away that one thing of enjoyment in your life, it just sucks. Fuck off, viruses. Anyway, this is a podcast about content creation. Yeah, my week's been a bit, I don't know, do you know something? It's quite ironic, actually, because we've just started doing this about content creation, and my week has been a bit shit in regards to content creation.
Yeah.
I've hit that funk. You know, just with it, like the hitting the go live button, anything I've recorded to upload, I haven't done because I just don't like it. I don't feel the quality is good enough. And I know I'm not exactly like high level, you know, I'm not up there going, hey, look at us, we're getting thousands and millions of views and blah, blah, blah. I need to keep that content, that quality up. But I don't feel like I've done anything worthwhile in regards to content this week. But I'm massive. Do you know what? And I spoke to my other half about this. And for me, I singled it down as I'm not a part of the big crowd of games that are popular just now.
Yeah.
So obviously, Warzone's just come back out.
Yeah, the new Warzone, basically the new main game of Call of Duty again.
Yeah, that's come out. The new Pokemon games come out. Scarlet Violet launched on Friday.
Which we'll talk about later, don't worry.
Yep, everyone's playing that just now. And what else was there? Obviously, you've got, like, even you noticed yourself when you streamed on Wednesday, your fucking numbers were banging because you're playing a game that is relevant to what everyone's doing. You're like,
Well,
that's what
yeah,
a lot of people are playing
it was
Warcraft
also the
just
fact,
now.
yeah, like also I got raided by one of my friends who was also a high level, who was
Yeah,
also
no,
a
but
high
still,
streamer.
it's a relevant. I don't feel like
Yeah.
I'm part of the relevant aspect of what's featured on Twitch just now, but I don't know
Yeah.
why, because I'm not the sort of person who's ever played anything that's relevant on Twitch anyway.
I mean, what games you've played? You've played what? Dead by Daylight,
Yeah.
State of Decay 2. Those aren't relevant, but they do have a following.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've put myself in I've got in my own head, and I think that's one of the biggest issues in regards to content creation for anyone, be you at the top of the tree or at the bottom of the tree, is so easy to get in your own head about the content you're making and go, is it good enough? Why am I
Yeah.
doing it? Some people do it based on numbers. They'll be like, oh, I'm not getting enough viewers, or my live streams aren't hitting enough people, or blah blah, whatever. Some people are numbers based, and that gets to them. For me, it's just the content itself where I'm like, is it good enough? Does it represent me and what I like to create? Does it represent the channel that we've got? Like putting this out, I know that the fucking stupid shit we talk about on this accurately relates to the Shack as a whole. So, so I've got no qualms about it. And this is the one thing where I've been like, I thoroughly enjoyed doing the first one. We've had good responses to everyone, for which, to everyone who has given us their feedback, thank you. We
Very
appreciate
good.
it.
Very good. Every little bit of feedback is important, guys.
Exactly. So yeah, it's just, I think it's a big thing for content creators to just not get in your own fucking head. And it's so easy to say don't get in your own head, but it's so difficult to actually do.
Well, it's considering that your own head is like a maze anyway.
Oh fuck
It
it.
is. with only one entrance, no exit.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no way out. That's the problem.
But what it is, as long as you've got like the people there that'll help you guide you, I'm going to use the maze thing as a 100% an example. Is like help you guide you through that maze. You will find
Yeah.
the way out of it, and then get back into that whole. Let's get back into the streaming sort of thing.
Yeah.
And do more Dead by Daylight, do more State of Decay 2. There'll be other games that are coming out which you will find are like really, find really enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, I'm finding, and we'll get to it later on when we get to the game section of this. But I have found something that I am actually enjoying streaming again. So, and I'm going live a few hours after we record this today. Once we've recorded this, I will be editing it, uploading it, and then I will be going live later on in the day and continuing on playing the game that I started playing during the week. And I'm kind of going, actually, I've kind of missed doing this. So. Yeah, it's always worthwhile revisiting something. I think there's too often when it comes to content, folk will go, right, I'm not enjoying this, or I need to try something different, or I need to try something this, sometimes just going back to stuff that you've played either when you were younger, or even when you first started streaming, if you've been doing it for a while, or just when you first picked up a controller again and started reminding yourself why you enjoyed games, can make all the difference, because you then, you enjoy the content that you're making, you enjoy the content that you're putting out, and that comes across a lot more positively in your own delivery while you're streaming or while you're recording. Your enjoyment becomes obvious to everyone else who is actually watching it. And that people respond to that. People might click your link because of the game you're playing, but they'll stick around if you've got the kind of energy that wants them to stay around. I think we said that last week.
Well, yeah, we did say that last week.
Yeah, but
they come for the game, stay for the streamer.
Exactly. So yeah, never be scared to revisit. What is it someone says to me? Time to go back to what brought you to the dance in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry about the music that's playing now. Listen to what brought you to the dance in the first place. So, yeah, there we go. Well, that's a brief sort of recap and random tangential bit for us to start with. Dan, what's been happening on your side of the Twitterverse this past week?
Oh, I mean, I look at Twitter and I try and find idiots. I do.
It's not fucking hard. You don't have to look far.
I know. Now, whether it's good idiots just trying to give people help, but maybe the wrongful advice, but they're at least trying.
Yeah.
Or there's the idiots who I'm going to talk about now are giving the worst advice possible.
Oh Lord.
So I told you, like I said, I mentioned this earlier in the week to you before my stream. There was this guy on Twitter. I'm not going to relay his Twitter handle. I'm not going to give him any attention whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just remember not to stream when your best friend is streaming. your fight for views with your mutual friends when you stream together, and everyone will be in one stream, and you may be sitting on one view because of it.
Yeah.
Now, that is the most idiotic approach I have ever seen to streaming that I have ever seen.
It's
Because
fucking stupid.
One, if they're your best friend, they don't care
Yeah.
what day you stream. They're not going to go, "Oh, you're stealing me views. You're stealing me views." They might even be playing the same game.
Yeah.
Like, for an example, Wednesday, you were going to start streaming with it too, but you had technical difficulties, I believe, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I downloaded a game. I started playing it. It was lagging like hell, so I ended the stream after an hour and ended up doing an evening stream instead.
Yeah, but anyway, I'll start streaming at 1.
Yeah.
So obviously, you streaming at 2, like say you're one of my best mates. I'm not like, "You're stealing me views.
How dare you?"
I've only got 5. How dare you?
Yeah.
It is. I need to retain my audience. I'm pretty sure 3 of them is me on all accounts.
And somehow they're still watching Smack.
Exactly. Anyway, it's like, but me and you played vastly different games. I play World of Warcraft. I play Hunt. You play A State of Decay. You play Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And it's not about who they find more enjoyable. People can have 2 Twitch tabs open at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They can have there's the multi-stream going on. It's not about not streaming because you're best friend streaming, because that makes it feel like a job.
Yeah.
My friend's streaming now. That means I have to go live. I have to either go live at this time or this time, and you've got to work around, and then you have got to work your life around that streaming.
Yeah.
That streaming time.
I can't clock in until they clock out.
Exactly. Now it's where it should be. Do you know what? I fancy streaming a bit.
Yeah.
Over to OBS, click go live. Hello everyone.
Yeah.
That's what it should be like, and I feel too many people have gotten onto this idea that if you're in like a streaming community or a streaming friend group, that you've got to work around each other to be able to get the most views possible with each person.
Yeah.
When that shouldn't really be the case. You should really be, okay, guys, I want to go live now. I just want to, and then I'm going to go live, and whatever views, whatever interactions you get then, that's what you've got.
Yeah, there's too many. Like if I was to sit and wait for other people to not be streaming before I go live, I could completely screw myself up, because the time that I have available to stream might be based on my work shifts, might be based on childcare, family care, anything. It could be based on whatever your life actually involves. And if I then look at that and go, right, I have a 4-hour window, a 2-hour window, whatever, however long you plan on streaming for, to go here, you click on Twitch and then you go, crap, someone else is already live, I can't go live. Then you're never going to do it.
Yeah, that just makes you feel crap because you want to go live, but you don't. But then your whole thing is do I go live because the viewers want to see me live, or do I not go live because then my friend will hate me because I think I'm stealing their viewers?
Well, sort of with that in mind as well, there was a thread I actually saw on Twitter yesterday, I think it was, where it was, and I've experienced it myself, where I've been in someone else's stream. I've been watching, because I tend to sit on Twitch for like an hour or so before I actually go live myself. In fact, to be fair, I tend to sit whenever I'm on my PC. I've got Twitch loaded up. I only have one window, admittedly, because I hate fucking like tabbing up. You know, when folk go, "Oh, tab me up," and you end up with like 7 Twitch windows open, and none of them you're actually fucking watching.
You mean like the 7 Twitch tabs, the 7 tabs I've got open right now?
Yes, you fucking plonker. But I'm very much so I won't say I'm an audiophile, but I'm definitely very much an auditory person. So that it's one of the reasons I used to do radio and why I like podcasting. It's because I like background audio. I like background media that keeps me. So if I had a few different streams open, I've either got them muted, which means I'm falsifying their numbers by claiming that I'm a viewer when I'm not really.
Yeah.
And if I've got one person open, I can have them unmuted in the background, and I'm still listening to what they're doing. And every so often, something will happen that gets my attention. I look over, blah, great, fine. But when I go live, I don't. And for fuck's sake, if you're a streamer, please, for the love of Christ, don't do this. Don't sit in someone else's stream and go, "Okay, sorry, I have to go now. I'm about to go live myself." Don't be that kind of fucking knob end.
That annoys me.
Don't be that knob end. So I was sitting in someone's stream. And I left. I didn't announce that I was leaving their stream or anything because I was going live myself. Yeah. So I went live, and about 10 minutes after I went live, they appeared in my chat. And they commented in my chat like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I quickly checked. I'm on my phone. I'm like, they're still fucking live. Why are they in my chat when they're fucking live? And I said it on stream. I was like, "You fucking streaming yourself. Get out of my chat and go and concentrate on your own stream, you fucking plonker." Like, not as
Unless
a
there's
fuck you, get out of my stream kind of thing, but it was just that
Yeah.
concentrate on your own content. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Go and do your own.
Yeah.
And we were
Unless
streaming two
their
completely
stream-
different games.
Yeah. I was gonna say, unless their stream was like, okay, guys, we're going to get a reaction stream
Yeah.
going about whoever's streaming now, and they just chose you.
Exactly. If it was something that was relevant to what they were doing, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" And then they quickly just went lurk. Like they lurked in my chat. I ended up fucking timing them out for the rest of my stream.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck off! Get out of my fucking stream! Like I don't understand the desire. And there was a thread on it on Twitter yesterday about like just people coming and going, like, what's your thought? It's different if like at the end of a stream, quite often most people will raid out these days, and if you do, great. If you don't, great. It doesn't really matter. There's no obligation to raid out. Same as there's no obligation to acknowledge a raid when it happens. Don't feel so fucking entitled that you go, why didn't they acknowledge the fact I raided them? Shut the fuck up. It's their stream. Let them do what they want. But yeah, it's if you're nipping into someone's stream at the end of yours to go, is this the kind of person I want to raid? Do I want to check out their content? Are they someone I would trust bringing my community over, especially if it's someone you don't know? And that's absolutely fine. Like, I get that. I understand, like appearing in chat, maybe typing a hello just to see if they're reading their chat and being aware of what's going on and all that jazz. That's fine. But if you're if you're like an hour into your 4-hour stream or whatever, and you see if someone's gone live, and you dive into their chat and start like chatting, and then go, like, fuck off. Like, you're falsifying the numbers for starters, because you're not viewing their stream. You're listed as a viewer, and you're not actually viewing them at all. That falsifying numbers helps absolutely no one. Because a streamer could be sitting there with, hey, look, I've got 10 people in chat. I'm averaging 10 viewers. I'm doing quite well. 8 of those viewers are actually people who are streaming themselves or just have you tammed up, muted in the background, and haven't got a fucking clue what your content is. Yeah. So you think you're doing really well, and it turns out you're actually not. You're not. You're just streaming to fucking dead air. You're not reaching a new audience. You're not doing anything. You're not gaining anything from it other than a false sense of success, which is, in the end, can crush you even more when you realize just how bad it actually is.
What really matters, well, in terms of like engagement stuff, is the engagement, is the people that are there chatting to you. Now, if you're a chatty person like us, we chat with the people who are watching the stream quite fairly often.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how many views we have. We could have 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. We would always chat with them.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't matter if only 3 out of the 15, 3 of them are chatting.
Yeah.
But as long as they're chatting, could be chatting amongst themselves, could be chatting with you. You just want that it's the engagement that you want, not how many people are in your stream watching it.
Exactly. The number. The number means nothing.
I use quotation marks against the watching it.
Yeah. The number doesn't mean anything. And to be fair, I've had streams where I had 3 viewers. The chat was really active because the 3 people who were viewing were actually. I wasn't even fucking involved in it. I was playing the game and got lost. Like, it was back when we did Minecraft stuff. You know what I was like for remembering to actually read my chat when I was playing Minecraft. I always missed it.
Oh yeah, that's why I was always there, just helping you read it.
Exactly. Dan would read someone out, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, what? Sorry, that happened." But then I've also had streams where I've had like 12 viewers, and the chat was quiet because people were just there watching the gameplay. It's the numbers itself doesn't mean anything. And I get if you're on a push for partner, if you're trying to hit affiliate, the numbers can matter to you, of course. But don't focus on them. And it sounds so cliched to say this, but the numbers are irrelevant.
Yeah.
At the end of
the numbers will.
Yeah.
The numbers will put you off.
Yeah.
You're not being your true self while you're focusing and worrying about, how many viewers will I have in this stream?
Yeah.
If you be yourself and just ignore everything and just focus on your stream, focus on you, focus on the game, focus on the people who are actually there talking, you'll have a lot more fantastic stream, a lot more enjoyable stream.
Yeah, and if you're enjoying it, you're more likely to want to continue to do it. I will also say as well, for anyone who is like relatively new to streaming or still like finding their way with it, I did find quite early on, I used to do, I think more of my growth came from shorter streams. So right now I do about 3 hours-ish, roughly. But I think I was actually getting like more consistent growth when I was only doing like 2.5 hour streams, which is really weird because you think, I've got to put the time in, I've got to stream longer, I've got to do this and got to do that. Don't feel like you have to stream for 3, 4, 5 hours to help your growth. It's not always going to be like that. A 2 hour stream can benefit you massively. Not only your own health, because you're not having to. I think that everyone in the world has a social battery within them.
Yeah.
Right? And streaming can burn out a lot of that social energy where you're talking constantly, sometimes into the void and no one's talking back. And if you try and do that for 2 hours, you can burn through the battery a lot more effectively. If you try and do it for 5 hours, your energy goes down, so you either burn through it really quickly and you've got nothing left for the last half of your stream,
Yeah.
or you slowly pace it out and the whole pace of your stream comes slowly down and it doesn't feel the same. So just be conscious of your own social battery, in my opinion. That, you know, if you're someone who can keep your energy up for 5 hours, cool, stream for 5 hours and keep the energy up from start to finish. Cool, you crack on. I fucking can't. I hate people. I can't. We were
Someone who wants to be a streamer, ladies and gentlemen, hates people.
fuck, that's why I talk to my computer.
Yeah.
But no, it's like I didn't stream yesterday because on Saturdays, and I rarely stream on a Saturday to be honest, because on Saturday we, my partner and I have our little dates that we do every
yes.
week. We go for a coffee on a Saturday morning. We have a wander round. And yesterday we went around to Christmas market, and to me,
Oh yeah, I saw on Twitter. Yeah.
yeah, that takes up a lot of my my social energy. It drains my social battery being out in public for so long. Because you know, having to interact with people and talk to shop, I don't have to, but when I go out, I am quite outgoing. So yeah, that burns through. So when I come home on a Saturday, like Z will usually go live. She'll do what she's doing because her battery's a bit more full than mine, and I'll just sit and play my computer, or I'll moderate in her chat for her for a bit instead. So just be conscious of your own social battery and work your streams around that. I think because like your streams can go on a lot longer because you're playing a game that fits that longer style.
And not just that. When I play the game, I often have at least 3-4 people in a Discord call with me, which helps.
Yeah.
Because they can go on tangents themselves. Like in my last stream for the last a half hour to an hour, we were just farming this event, and if you're watching the farming event, it can get really tiring and boring because you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So what my friends do is they bought one of those big Elite Trainer boxes with like 44 Pokemon cards in it. started streaming on Discord, so I just pulled up the Discord and just put on Twitch instead. I use and abuse them for content.
Someone else's content becomes your content. That's
Exactly.
how you get into the world of reactions. That's reactionary content 101, says the man who's been doing it for about a year. Go to the Shack channel, go to my own channel. You will see reaction content there because Smack is lazy and will happily use other people's content instead of his own. Which, by the way, if people do reactionary content and all that, stop fucking shitting on them for using other people's content. It's a thing, all right?
Yeah.
Just shut up and leave it. Same as ASMR streams are a thing, hot tub streams are a thing, gameplay is a thing, speedruns are a thing, reaction content is exactly the fucking same. Stop shitting on it. Fucking hate it.
Now, the thing about reactionary content, people have said it's the laziest form of content creation. But it's still content creation. You still have to do it.
Exactly.
You still have to react to it.
Yeah.
And
if you're fake reacting to it, it's even fucking harder.
Yeah, if you fake reacting to it, going, oh no, that guy fell from a tree. I've done that before.
Yeah.
It hurts.
But even if you're extreme, like, oh my god, did you see how that burns you out, by the way.
Yeah.
Overselling it can be a fucking nightmare. I know, I've tried. And failed miserably. This is why I haven't done reactions content in a while, because I'm just like, there's nothing out there that's getting my attention. I think the last React video I did was reacting to one of the Sidemen's first ever vlog videos.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
I did.
On the Shack channel.
It might be on the Shack channel. It might be on my own channel. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was. I reacted to Mini Minter's first vlog, and to be fair, I only did it because, and I'll freely admit, I thought clickbait thumbnail and title.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you did the best TikToks of 2022. Z did the cutest animals.
Yeah, I must have done it on my channel then.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I realised how shit it was and I didn't want to tarnish the fucking Shack name with that fucking nonsense that was going out. So yeah, the other side of sort of what you were saying about that, because I've got two things from Twitter for this week.
Okay.
One is I'll tie it in. It's not the one I was going to go with first, but I'll tie it into yours. There was a thread that was highlighted to me by, for those who haven't seen a particular streamer, he's a Twitch partner and a content creator on YouTube called JTX, Joe Tendo. Joe calls out fucking chaotic bullshit, S for S, sexual assault, all that jazz, wherever he sees it. And can have some quite controversial opinions. He's a very polarizing figure. He's the fucking Marmite of content creation. But he shared a link to a thread. So some guy was going on about his average views, and he was pushing for Twitch affiliate. And some of the advice being offered to him in the thread was just batshit fucking chaotic. Like, so there was one here was, no one here is giving you real advice. Put your website above your chat monitor. Don't know what the fuck that's all about. Put a light in front of your face. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Blind yourself so you can't see the fucking screen. Change the game to one that doesn't have thousands of streamers.
And see, the thing is, the reason why no one does that is because if you change the game that doesn't have thousands of streamers, no one watches it sometimes.
I know. I'm just like, if that's the game they want to play, let them fucking play it.
Yeah.
What would you rather do? Like, if you got two choices to stream a game you love to 3 viewers, or a game that you hate to maybe 5 viewers. And because that is literally the difference you could be talking about in regards to numbers. You could go from 3 to 5 purely because you're playing a game that isn't saturated in the market. Playing a game that it doesn't already have thousands of streamers doesn't mean you're instantly going to pull in loads of fucking people just because people want to watch what they want to watch and people want to play what they want to play. Let them fucking play it, for Christ's sake. And then we got change the title. No one cares. I didn't actually read what the title was on the stream. In fact, maybe it's here.
Hold on.
No, it's not there. I've just seen path to fill blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's change the title. No one cares about Starbucks or Costa. Fucking, as long as it's not offensive, people can put whatever the fuck they want in their title. Just, again, fuck off. This is not a bot ad. I joined the hashtag Koopa Troop Discord. Fuck off. It's a support for support Discord server. Avoid it like the plague. Make sure you are never streaming to less than 1 viewer. Whether that person is your family member, a friend that has a tab open, or just you playing your stream on your phone, make sure you keep that count at 1+. Good luck. Fucking what? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Right. For anyone, and I mean this, if you're at the top of the fucking chain pulling in 3, 4, fucking 10k viewers, or if you're bottom of the chain pulling in 1, switch your fucking viewer count off. It doesn't matter while you're live. Check it afterwards. I have turned off my live viewer count, but I still look at the numbers afterwards. I still look at my stream elements or my Twitch email to go, how did I get on? What did I pull in? What was my average? Was it better than my last stream or was it down on my last stream? And that's the only comparison I give it. Was it better or worse than the stream before? And then I move on.
Yeah.
Stop. Now, turn your fucking viewer count off, you fucking morons.
Now, I'm just doing a little bit of research, and obviously I know who you were going about because I've seen the post.
Yeah. I'm at 3.1 average, but I can't get the goddamn followers. This whole thing, by the way, came from someone who has 107 followers and isn't hitting the 3 viewer average. That screams support for support or follow for follow straight off the fucking bat.
But here's the thing, all right? His title is fine. It's like MW2 grind Starbucks Acosta. Now I know why it's put Starbucks Acosta. He's asking his chat, do they like Starbucks Acosta?
Yeah.
Which is fantastic because it means someone goes in, oh, Starbucks Acosta. I like Starbucks. Yeah. Hey, you like Starbucks? What drink do you like about Starbucks?
We should add, by the way, we're not sponsored.
No, Cafe Nero.
Fuck's sake.
But no, like it promotes interaction with whoever's reading their title.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, sure. They might not go, Starbucks Costa, I'm not a big fan of them. I like such and such. There are other coffee places available.
Yeah.
But it promotes interaction, which is what you want. Now, it's true. People might say, "Oh, it doesn't matter," but to him, maybe it does. I mean, looking at the Twitch website and stuff like that, you say that he's saying that he's only getting 1.5 active viewers, but the VODs themselves have got a canny bit. I mean, his last VOD pulled 74 views. Yeah. So it's not like he's not doing. It's not like he's not doing well.
Yeah, someone has said sometimes the best is to reset, go away for a week or so, but you do you. So, well, fuck, they're already struggling to get the viewers. What good is fucking off for a week gonna do? GG, dude, it's not an easy task. Careful, the focus on numbers can get a little unhealthy, but affiliate is def coming soon. Keep up the good work. That was the first bit that I've actually read and went, yeah, relatively accurate.
Yeah.
I suggest making friends with other streamers. It will help. It doesn't always.
No.
It really doesn't, because other streamers are focused on, guess what? Their own fucking content. Someone put you stream way too long. Sorry to say this, but you have a way better chance if you start over. Again, I can understand. I already advocated earlier for maybe streaming shorter, but if it's someone enjoys streaming longer, then cool, so be it. It's not a.
I mean, if his main goal is to hit that Twitch affiliate, now for Twitch affiliate, it's obviously better to stream shorter because the average viewers is for the whole stream.
Yeah,
and obviously the Twitch algorithm doesn't take into account raids or hosts. It's only people who have clicked on that website.
Yeah.
So short streams is better because the shorter the stream, the more average your viewers.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case. There's going to be like people who stream like for 5, 6, 7 hours. They'll hit that 3 viewers just fine.
Yeah. Well, look at my, as you mentioned the other day, my fucking technical difficulty stream on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I streamed for an hour. My average was low. I streamed for 3 hours, or 2.5, 3 hours in the evening. My average was higher.
Yeah.
So, the shorter the stream is good. It's finding that happy balance. The problem is, as well, I find, so the first sort of 20 minutes, sometimes even the first hour of a stream, can be the quietest because people don't necessarily click on your go live link and come into your stream straight away. Some people find your stream. Some people, like, especially the first 15 minutes. I have a game. I play a game on my stream for the first 10, 15 minutes. I load up Words with Friends on my stream starting screen. Because that gives that 15-minute buffer of me going live to it gives, for anyone who is in the chat early, it gives them something to do. It gives me a chance to make sure my stream's running okay. There's no technical issues that are causing me to drop frames or do anything else. And it just gives me a chance to make sure I'm all settled in, all ready to go. Because as much you can sit down and hit go live, chances are you're never going to have everything ready right in front of you as soon as you go live.
Yeah,
you can plan it as much as you fucking want, but you're going to sit down, you're going to go live, and fuck, I forgot my water, I forgot my coffee, I forgot my snack, I forgot this or that, whatever.
I mean, like I say, I always before I go live, I'll type out a nice message what I want to post and stuff like that. I make sure I have a bottle of juice with me, and then I could go live, and then I was like, what did I forget?
Yeah.
What did I forget? And you're like, oh crap, close.
I mean, yes, you kind of need those TOS and such.
Exactly. Right, and you got to go back and you got to find some nice clothes that you haven't worn yet, or what that wasn't worn yesterday because you streamed yesterday. And
it's still the same jumper sitting on the back of the chair, and you go, "Fuck, I'll just chuck that on." I don't do that. Honestly, I don't do that.
100%. I haven't just worn the same hoodie for the past 3 days because it's nice and warm.
100% don't just put a hat. People say to me, oh, sometimes you wear a hat on stream. I go, yeah, I like to mix it up. No, it's not because I just haven't washed my hair that morning. It's not because my hair's a fucking mess. That's why a lot of people say, oh, you used to wear a hat every time you were recording with Dan for the Pokemon stuff. It's like, yes, it's because I wasn't showered by that point in the morning.
Just think, we recorded now, at the same time every morning, near enough now. And it would be always, it was like either he would be late because he is showering, or he would be early because he hasn't showered. Yes. Most of the time he hasn't showered. And then we do like an hour and a half of recording, and then it's food time. It's for Deek walks.
Yes.
So you've got to continuously wear the hat so you go outside, come back, and then you can finally have a shower halfway through the day.
Yes. But I should add, that's usually on Sundays, not days where I'm having to socialise with other people.
I mean, come on, if we record every single day that week, you're going to get so sick of me, man.
You know something, I wouldn't get fucking sick of the recording or the streaming or with you. I'd just get fucking sick of my own company half the time. So yeah, the other bit of Twitter drama that I want to go out is actually Twitter itself.
Oh, yes.
The fucking chaos that is. So obviously Twitter have let go or lost about, 75% of their staff?
Somewhat, yeah. I can't find a perfect number. But
Yeah.
my God, the amount of Twitter.
Twitter's
Oh,
dying. It's gonna go. I've seen like a handful of people create Tumblr accounts because
Yeah.
they want something to fall back on if
Oh,
Twitter
mate,
does
I'm
go.
telling you, we're going back to MySpace. There we are.
Fuck off, Bebo.
Bebo's not around anymore.
It will be. It's coming back.
It got sold off, I believe.
It's coming back.
But yeah, I want to go back because I know I've got Tom, and he will always be my friend. He will always be my friend.
I want Bebo back so I can have a constant debate every week on who my top 6 friends should be. And which randomly shit recording of a 1990s pop song am I going to have as the thing that plays whenever someone clicks on my page. But yeah, so I found this news story from yesterday where Twitter actually told its employees the company's office buildings are temporarily closed with immediate effect. Office workers were told that the offices would reopen on Monday the 21st of November. It did not give a reason why. Large numbers of staff were quitting after the new owner called on them to sign up for long hours at high intensity or leave. The message went on to say, please continue to comply with company policy by refraining from discussing confidential company information on social media with the press or elsewhere. They're saying it's the makings of a digital P&O. So obviously P&O Ferries sacked like a large bunch of their staff earlier in the year and replaced them with agency workers.
Yes.
They're saying this is like the digital version of that, is they're just getting rid of a bunch of people in a digital company and they're going to let them go and replace them with agency staff.
I remember reading, apparently it was just like they weren't letting some people into their buildings because they were afraid that they were going to cause mayhem with about Twitter with their program and like some of the API and stuff like that. And I'm just like, they work there, they want to get paid. Yeah, they might not like their boss, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't, mess with it. I mean, there will be some people. Don't get me wrong, but people would just want to like think. All Mr. Musk had to do was just, okay, I now own Twitter. These are some of the things I'd like.
Yeah.
And then just not be seen again.
Yeah.
Go back to your space missions. You were doing fine with that.
Sort of.
He didn't want to buy Twitter. He was forced to buy Twitter after he signed a contract to buy it.
Put in a bid, didn't expect it to get accepted. It got accepted, tried to pull out and was told, no.
Right. So now he's trying to basically run it into the ground to try and get out of it. So basically he's wasted 44 billion, near enough. And to top it all off, I don't know if you've seen this morning, Trump's back on Twitter.
Yes, I know. Well, apparently Trump's running for fucking power in 2024 again as well. So.
Oh, I know, but that's a whole different thing. What if we ever get a politics section of the show? Fucking hell.
No, we won't need it. If Trump's back on Twitter, that'll keep us going in drama for the next fucking 6 years.
That's true. There's like funny content in Twitter drama. Just look at Twitch, social media.
It's fucking chaotic. It really is. And I don't think Twitter's just going to disappear. It's not going to die.
No.
It can't. It won't. It's
too many people actually enjoy the site.
Exactly, and they're claiming themselves as well that the where was it? Someone's saying that the actual usage of Twitter has spiked and gone up in a short space of time.
Because people are now going, okay, well, there's so much things happening on Twitter. What's happening on Twitter? Everything's happening with this. They're like, oh, create a new Twitter account. And to be honest, it's also the fact that he's banning everyone who made a parody account, and now they're having to make some new Twitter accounts.
Exactly. So everyone's making parody accounts just to fuck him over.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just it's all kind of gone all. I mean, it's basically let's launder as much money as we can. Let's buy a company. Let's fuck it up. Let's drive the price down, and then we'll sell it on again. And we've fucked our money around a little bit. It's great. So what was it? The company had before Musk took over, there was about 7,500 staff roughly,
Something like that, yeah.
And now they're saying there's less than 2,000 left. So
oh god,
their contracted workers are apparently been laid off. It's just he tweeted the old the Flash meme of like the Flash standing over his own grave, but it's Twitter and Twitter at the same time. So it's just it's just fucking chaos, and I'll be intrigued to see what happens. Whether or not a lot of people migrate to a different social media site and eventually Twitter starts to slow down, it's possible, but it's not gonna fucking disappear overnight anyway. So just
no, I mean, It's hilarious because apparently, like Elon Musk's net worth has now dropped by 9 billion.
What a fucking shame. He has to buy one less plane this year. What a fucking shame. I'm fucking gutted for him. But yeah, that's kind of the overall. And the reason that ties into this is obviously Twitter. Normally, we're going to talk about like anything that's relating to content creation, but Twitter is probably. I'm going to say Twitter's the most used for gaining traction towards streaming.
Yes.
Because obviously there's other things like Facebook doesn't really draw much towards Twitch streamers or YouTube streamers because obviously it tends to draw into its own crowd in Facebook gaming.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like a self-contained internal promotion streaming entire thing. TikTok doesn't do anything to drive content, like to drive viewers to your Twitch. It just drives more people to watch more of your TikToks. Again, very self-contained. YouTube Shorts, very, very good for helping drive eyes to your content on Twitch. But I think Twitter's probably the biggest one that people use to advertise their content, to network, to grow, and to just generally discuss content as a whole. So
Yeah, that's 100% true.
yeah, definitely one of the bigger ones for it, if not the biggest one anyway. Dan, games. What is your game discussion for this week?
Well, it has to be the new Pokemon game. Come on.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it has to be. I mean, come on. Have you not seen how good, and if you're also on Twitter, how bad it is?
It's immensely awesome and shit at the same fucking time. Some of the glitches I don't understand.
I mean, it's fantastic, right? So I'll keep an eye because I haven't bought this game yet. I'm not allowed to buy it because my family bought it for Christmas. I'm not allowed it early.
Oh, bless them.
Right. And it's just okay, cool. Maybe it gives them. Actually, maybe it gives them time to,
Iron out some of the kinks.
Yes, like for example, how some of the Pokemon randomly disappear when you try and ride them.
Yes. Or when you're battling with them.
Yeah. Oh, when you're battling. Like, there's a Twitch on Twitter of just a guy just walking through, and apparently he just stops walking. Well, he's still walking, but it's just like he's just stayed in Thingray.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yep, definitely working as intended.
Yep, 100%. 100%. You also got the supersized thing where someone hops onto a bike and all of a sudden they're 700 feet tall.
Yeah, there's also like I'm pretty sure there's been one where it's like they've made them really small as well.
Yeah, have you seen the one where the guy jumps off a ledge, jumps down, and then just falls through the world?
Yeah,
just like starts visiting 17 different regions at the same time because all of a sudden he's falling through the region and hitting different cities.
Oh, back to Kanto.
Yeah, it's like, oh fucking hell, we're back here. It's just, it baffles me how, and I've said this about a lot of big games, so like FIFA, Pokemon, Call of Duty, how some of these what seem like the most blatant things are glitching out in the games.
Yeah.
How are these billion-dollar games being released with these most basic of errors still within them?
And it's not like these glitches were like hard to find.
Yeah.
And people, even when people got these games early, like people pre-ordered, they got the games early, some in 2 weeks in advance, some started streaming it, and they were found instantly. Yep. They were found instantly. It's not like they were hidden. So either they just didn't have enough time on the game to fix the issues, and they had to get it out, or they just don't care.
Yeah.
And they just wanted the money from it. And obviously they're going to get the money from it because people love the Pokemon games. This is meant to be one of the hardest Pokemon games they've ever made.
Yeah.
Which 100% is going to be because of the glitches.
Yes, it's hard because you can't fucking go anywhere in it.
Yeah, you can't battle the 8th gym leader because he's somewhere in Kanto just chilling with Brock for some reason.
just sitting there having a chat. He's gone back to ask Professor Oak the best way to get with Ash's mother.
Exactly. I mean, like Professor Oak would sell that secret. Come on.
Fucking right, he would.
I mean, come on. He told he gave a kid a fucking electric mouse and told him to go on like a 25-year long journey just so he could be alone with his mother. Come on.
Listen. The reason he tells Ash to go and look for a bike is because he's already found the fucking Kanto-based bike. Okay, it's Ash's mom. No, so terrible. But yeah, it is. It is very much. It's just taken over. It's fucking everywhere on Twitch.
Yes.
And it's now, because of the glitches to it, it's now fucking everywhere on Twitter, on TikTok, so it's just taken over the entire fucking multiverse of streaming.
And it's like I say, you'd expect it to take over a new Pokemon game because a lot of the Pokemon games are in fact very good.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that when you search for these games, more than half is just how bad the game's coding is.
Yeah.
Because of how many glitches they've found.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's unplayable. You can play it. Some of they're not game-breaking glitches that the people have found. It's just coding errors where if you ride a Pokemon, it disappears. People stop walking. It's not like it will just it's not like it will break your game entirely where you cannot play it.
Yeah. It's one of those, if you are a content creator who's playing it, bear in mind, clip these little glitch things, because they'll help you content-wise as well.
Yeah. But it is funny just to see it.
It is. As someone who isn't, like, I haven't played a game since Sword and Shield. Mm-hmm. Sword and Shield was the last game I bought, and I actually got rid of my Switch. I sold my Switch. I don't even have it anymore. Because I was just, I got rid of it. Z's got one here, so if I ever want to play a game, I can just have an account on her one. My son's got one as well, so I could play. But I've got a lot less interest in playing Switch games than I had before. I pretty much only bought the Switch for Sword and Shield, if I'm brutally honest with you. And then,
to be honest, I feel like you should have kept it because 100% could have used it to nuzlocke the games for you.
Could have, but I just fuck it. I quit my job. It was easier to sell that.
Good job, easy enough.
Yeah. Well, you obviously that's kind of a big thing for the game. Not that you're going to get to play it till Christmas. But for me, I've done the opposite for my game. I've gone back. I haven't taken anything that's new because I have recently gone back and started playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh,
and that's my highlight game for this week because I had it. So my Xbox that is currently in my son's room. Was bought when Fallen Order released in 2019, I think it was. If I remember right. And it was one of those buy the Xbox, with a game. Like you used to get it with buy it and it had Rocket League or buy it and it had whatever. I bought it because it had Jedi Fallen Order with it, and I played it and I got stuck at a bit pretty fucking early on, and I just stopped playing it because I was stupid. Nathan took over it, my son, and started playing it all the time, and he completed the game and did loads with it, and it was great. And I decided I want to do something with a bit more story-based content. Like I like having a linear story to follow in a game. I like going. This is why I liked playing a lot of the older Pokemon games because they had a linear story to follow, as well as little side quests and stuff you can do. So I went back and I've been streaming Jedi Fallen Order for the last few days, and it's ridiculously good fun. If you're a Star Wars fan anyway, then yeah, definitely.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I mainly play Star Wars, definitely 100% for the story.
Yeah.
There is like the Star Wars games that have like the multiplayer option. Star Wars Jedi Academy was one of the better ones.
Yeah.
But then there's like Star Wars Squadron and stuff like that. But
Battlefront.
The main thing, Battlefront, yeah. The story is where it is always been, because I want to see where in the story how many times they could sell Order 66.
Yeah.
Because we have seen Order 66 in so many different phases.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, what new way can they do it this time?
Yeah, what new way can we tie everything into Order 66? And it's good fun. It was done, so I think they revealed it in May of 2016, and then it was released like 3 years later. So it was almost like it was a bit of time in development.
Yeah, November 2019 it was released.
Yeah, so it spent a lot of time. But I think the big thing for me with it is the cast that they actually got with it makes the game. Yeah. So like the voice cast, and obviously I think a lot of it was motion captured as well, because it's Cameron Monaghan who does Cal Kestis, the main character, the person that you play as. And I always confused Cameron Monaghan and Will Poulter. I always got those two people confused. Can't fucking confuse them anymore with the size of Will Poulter playing Adam Warlock.
You can't forget about the other main character in the game, BD1.
BD1 is amazing. And then you've got Forrest Whitaker comes back and does the voice of Saw Gerrera as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an all round good game, and I'm still very fresh into it. I've only played like 4 hours of it, and I've got a death counter. I got 26 deaths in one stream.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But that's primarily because I fuck up on a lot of my jumps and keep missing and falling and dying.
What difficulty are you actually playing on? Actually,
second highest, I think. Is it Jedi?
Yeah.
Is it Master Knight? Master? I can't remember.
Jedi Knight is the highest. It's the second highest. Sorry.
Okay, well,
Master's the highest.
I think that's what I'm at then. So yeah, I'm not playing it on like base level and struggling. I'm not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, right, you could be on base level and struggling, because I've watched you when you're doing the very first mission, trying to find your way over something. You're going, where is this? What red thing? What red thing do I jump on? And it's like, it's down here. Jumps off, dies. Nope, not down there.
Yeah, it says drop down, so I drop down into the abyss. But yeah, apparently there's a sequel coming out next year. Or there's a sequel due to come out next year.
Yes, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yes,
it was confirmed earlier this year, and it was scheduled to be released next year, and is obviously going to be featured again. Cal Kestis and Trusted BT1.
Yes, I pray it comes out.
I don't know what when it's going to be in Thingry of, because obviously Cal Kestis was just a few years before A New Hope.
Yeah.
I think like a year or two before the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and that was 5 years before A New Hope.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. It was like 10 years. Sorry.
Yeah.
So will they do it like just after Obi-Wan and before A New Hope, or will it be after A New Hope? Maybe I don't know.
I'll be intrigued to see where it sits in the timeline.
I mean, we've also got like a ton of Star Wars stuff coming out this year as well. So we've got like the Ahsoka series. That's meant to be coming out soon. We've got it's actually November, so the new Mandalorian should be coming out in December, January as well.
I haven't. You know what I haven't watched yet? I haven't watched any of Andor yet.
Oh, I'll watch Andor every week. It's really good. I highly recommend it.
I do want to go and visit it again, but do you know something? I'm the sad child. I like watching the animated stuff. Give me Rebels. Give me Clone Wars.
Rebels, yeah, Rebels and Clone Wars. I didn't like Resistance as much.
Yeah, that wasn't as good.
Yeah, I feel like they tried to because Rebels and Clone Wars was such a big hit, they tried to jump on that and just kind of got screwed up.
Clone Wars was like the #1 series for me.
Yeah.
But then I watched Rebels and I'm like, oh, actually, it's a tough choice now between that. I think Rebels is more aimed at a younger audience initially.
Yes.
But it's still so much good fun. If you haven't watched them, for fuck's sake, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, watch them. They're so good.
And obviously, if you've watched Rebels and stuff, you're going to watch the Ahsoka series, because obviously they go into and find Ezra in that one as well.
Yeah, because Ahsoka is the greatest character of all time.
That's true. I mean, to be honest, Thrawn is fantastic as well. The person who played Thrawn in the Star Wars movie, in the Star Wars Rebel series, absolutely nailed his character.
Yes, I've got the Thrawn books. I've got Ahsoka's book. Star Wars visual reading material. I freaking love all that jazz.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Indeed. Well, yeah, that's my game, Jedi Fallen Order. So if you haven't played it or you haven't checked it out, by all means, do it online. It doesn't have to be my streams, but smack the streamer if you want to come and watch.
Really good, really good.
Exactly. Dan, who is your one to watch? Who is your streamer to watch before we wrap things up for this week's episode?
Okay, so I've been looking around. I like to try and find people who are interactive. Not just high viewers or lower viewers. I like to find people who are interactive with their people.
Yeah.
And I have found someone who is definitely interactive. Their name is Sir Mokka.
Sir Mokka, okay.
Yes.
Are we back to discussing Starbucks or Costa like the job titles are?
Yeah. And they are a mother who enjoys bringing a wide variety of games, mainly Fortnite.
Okay.
Which is their favorite of late. So, but if they do outside like suggestions. They also like photo editing, D&D, Doctor Who, geoguessing.
Oh, nice.
And they like to do a lot of family oriented stuff. So like family trees, that sort of thing. Yeah. Now they say they haven't been streaming for long, but they like to get to know people through the streams, like catch and chill and vibe. They've got like their whole pages actually fully set up with like rules, like the Twitch commands,
nice.
Socials and stuff. So it's pretty good. It is.
I like that. I like that.
What about you? What you got?
For me this week, I've gone someone slightly different.
Okay.
It is a primarily art-based streamer called Catvon, Catvon. So we twitch.tv/Catvon. They do play games, but they are primarily an artist. They take commissions on Ko-Fi and stuff as well. They've got TikTok accounts and Insta accounts. But Cat is, a self-taught artist from, as they describe it, a little chicken-shaped country called Slovenia, which I fucking love.
Where the fuck is Slovenia?
For fuck's sake, Dan. Right, you Google that while I finish up telling them about
Yeah,
Cat.
I'm going to go
Fucking
Slovenia.
They mostly draw like anime and tattoo type drawings. They do digital art, they do traditional art. They do occasionally do gaming streams as well, but I say I've primarily been there for art streams and stuff. They're just an awesome human being. Cat is very, very wholesome because of the time difference. They usually go live at about 9 a.m. my time or our time in the UK, which is great for me because I'm always up early. Usually my other half's away to work by that point. My son's away to school. So I usually have a stream on the TV in the background, and Cat is one of those who is just such a chilled vibe that you can just literally listen to them chatting away while they're drawing stuff, and their artwork is fucking amazing. Highly recommend for a lot of little different things you've got. Again, they've got their list of their commands and all that jazz open, but the commissions are open, which you can find a link to on their Twitch page as well. But yeah, twitch.tv/Catvon, Catvon, 9 a.m. UK time if you're a UK based listener for this, and just hella good fun.
And just a thing to remind, mine is Sir Mocha, SIR_Mocha, MOCHA. They are an American based streamer. They stream at our time will be 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So theirs will be 6 to 8 hours before that. So about 9 to 6, 9 to 7 p.m. their time.
Yeah, probably thereabouts. But again, the link to both of our ones to watch for this week will be in the description of this, on the video, and on the Spotify page as well. We are working on getting ourselves onto Apple Podcasts, but Apple Podcasts is a bit more time consuming to get onto. But we are on Spotify now, so you can, as well as watching this or listening to this on YouTube, we are on Spotify, and there is a direct link to our RSS feed where you can download the episode direct from the host website to listen to at your pleasure if you so wish. If you haven't done so already, please do follow us on Spotify or subscribe to us on the YouTube channel, and you will be notified every time a new episode of these goes live. Aspect Ratio is posted every single Sunday evening. And Dan, anything from you before we wrap things up?
I found the chicken. Just above Croatia.
I found the chicken. It's just above Croatia. Well, that's that kind of sums up this perfectly fucking average podcast.
That's how we end it.
Yeah, that's the Aspect Ratio. Chicken. In the meantime, folks, check out the links down below, and we'll see you for another skewed view on content creation next Sunday. Goodbye. Peace.